So let's take a look at some vowels, diphthongs, and consonant blends. And before we get into this, let me just go over something. Consonant blend is something like DR, and I'm going to make this darker. Okay, DR, as in the word drip. These are your consonants, DR. Okay, diphthongs are things like OA, like goat, like boat. Okay, and vowels are these. Vowels are always your A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Okay, and when is it Y? Like when you say bye, although we're not ready to do that yet. Now we have a vowel. Okay, that's Y as a vowel. Okay, but when we don't say bye, we basically just say sometimes Y. I'm going to make the Y a little bit better. Okay, so let's move on and let's go on to our next slide. So your vocabulary words were shelter, delighted, complain, pleaded, lonely, horizon. And your teacher gave you these definitions: place to live. Delighted is excited, very pleased, extremely happy. Complain means to yell at or to moan. It's like when you say, oh no, I have to do homework. Pleaded. You plead with your friends. You ask all the time, I want to go, please. That's pleading, and everyone knows what lonely is. Here's horizon. Okay, let's take a look at this. I am delighted and excited, and this was done by one of the tutors here at Jacobitz Learning Center. So we have L-I-G-H-T forms one sound, long I, and I'm putting it like this. It is I, but when you put that over it, that means it's a long I. Okay, so when you put this here, you get excited, you have your long I here, and because of this E, usually, not all the times, this is a long I. So as you're reading through this, let's go ahead and let's get some things done. So we have the goat on the boat was delighted. Now why do I have this here? OA, OA, I did. Okay, remember I said we had vowels. There are vowels that make sounds. So these two letters make one O. And again, I'm going to draw this across. It's a long O. So goat on the boat was delighted before he complained. These two make long A. Before he complained that he had stained hay. And let's just pretend this is hay up here. These two vowels, this is Y as a vowel now, A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y, make the long A sound. That's long A. Now he is alone. This O with this E indicates that this is long O. Okay, and I'm just going to draw this over because that means long O. But he is not lonely again. He is looking at the horizon. Now this is a kind of funny O. This is Zun. This is short, and this is horizon. You're just going to have to know this is a very hard word. So for this reason, I'm going to go on ahead and highlight it. This is just one of those words you have to memorize because it's hard to really hear all of the sounds. Okay, his friends pleaded. Again, we have an E and an A that make a long E. For him to stay. An A and a Y that make a long A. They complained, yet he said that he would remain on the boat. So I'm going to read this to you again. And this time, when we go into the next page, you can start doing your own markings. I believe your teacher can download these too. Okay, so the goat on the boat was delighted. Before he complained that he had stained hay, now he is alone, but he is not lonely. He is looking at the horizon. His friends pleaded for him to stay. They complained, yet he said that he would remain on the boat. Finally, the goat said, I am delighted and excited. His friends said, we are bored. His friends left him alone. But he is not lonely. He is still looking at the horizon. The goat remains on the boat. The boat is his shelter. The boat is his home, and he remains alone. Since it is getting dark, we have a night light. The knight is kneeling on his knee, and it is not night. Okay, so the knight is looking for shelter. Shelter. Shelter is where people live. This shelter is a home. He is pleading. He is on his knee, and it is not night this night. Thank you for watching. We're at jacobitslearning@gmail.com.